Ravi went on walking around the bitterberry bush, waving a twig up and down, his eyes sparkling. So, when Ravi was talking about the ancient king and the kitten, he was waving, he was moving around and round against bitterberry bush, and he was also waving twig up and down. His eyes were also sparkling, were also shining. This cat is a descendant of none other than the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat. So he also added that there was a close relationship between the kitten and the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat. And if I may just remind you, they worshipped cats in ancient Egypt. He told Bridu that in ancient time Egyptians worshipped cats. How he loved the sound of his own voice, Meena and Bridu exchanged looks. He was also appreciating his own voice, and to listen this, Meena and Bridu looked at each other. What does that have to do with anything? Mridu demanded. Mridu asked that what is the relationship between your voice and the kitten? Huh, I am telling you, this cat is descendant from the Egyptian cat god, no goddess. Bastard, yeah, that's it. Ravi said that he insisted that there was a close relationship between the kitten and the Egyptian cat, and it was a god. It was a male, not a female. Well, one of the descendants of that cat goddess was a stowaway in one of the Pallava ships, and his descendants was the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat, whose descendant is Ravi. Flourished his twig at Mahendran, MP Punna here. Whoop ik, he shrieked, very pleased with himself. Stowaway means someone who hides himself herself in a ship or an aircraft to travel unnoticed. So, one of the descendants of cat goddess, it hid himself in a ship or aircraft to move from there so that nobody could notice it, and in this way she escaped from there. It escaped from there. Mahendran looked up alarmed. He had just been sharpening his claws on the edge of the coconut shell. Mahendran was a bit frightened, and it had been sharpening his claws against the edge of coconut shell. But worse than Ravi's awful whoop eek was a screech from the window. A irritating noise was heard by all of them, and it was coming from window side. What a weird sound! If Mridu was startled, MP Punnai was frightened out of his wits. So everyone present there were surprised to listen such a voice, and MP Punnai got frightened. Hair standing on end, he bounced up and scurried towards a bamboo tree of red chilies that had been set out to dry. And due to fear, Hair was standing on MP Punnai body, and he bounced up and rushed towards a bamboo tray which was filled with red chilies. It bounced there to hide himself under the tree. Trying to hide beneath it, he tipped a few chilies over himself. And he was trying to hide himself. He was trying to hide himself. And in this way, he tipped some of the chilies over himself. Meow, he howled miserably. Out of fear, out of scare. It was mewing again and again. The screeching went on and on. What is that noise? Said Mridu. That voice, that irritating voice, was continue to be coming. Mridu asked about the noise and what it was. That's Lali's learning to play the violin, grunted Ravi. In anger, Ravi told that it was a noise coming from their window and it was of playing violin. Lali was learning playing violin and she didn't know to play it properly. She will never learn a thing. The music master just goes on playing like a train whistling on and on while Lali is all the time derailing, going completely off track. Ravi told Mridu that music teacher teaches her very well. He tells her about all the notes of music, but she does not play violin well at all. Out of track, she plays. She does not have any single idea about the notes of music. The next part I will explain you in the next